What was your parents' style, dude?
My parents were very disciplinary. My mother was the one that shaped my life because of the deep love that she had inside her. Made me understand the significance of love and how important it was. But besides that, no, there was a lot of discipline and belting and control.
How were you bros hanging?
My two elder brothers were really good guys and treated me, like a little brother, and used to ask me to get them a glass of water, and then when I'd ask them when they were up, they'd say, "Oh, shut up, you little cunt, sit down, stuff like that." But they were really good to me, My brother that was closest to me, who was 2 years older than me, thought he was my father and that he had to look after me and keep me out of trouble. Two brothers were really good, and the other brother thought he had to save me, type of thing. And he's the one that doesn't talk to me now. I suppose he didn't save me.
Did you bros ever get into a ruffle duffle, man?
Well, I just got, he didn't only beat me, he used to beat up my mates when they come and visit, and they'd swear or something, and he'd be, "Don't swear," and he'd hold him down and belt him in the head. And I remember one guy from primary school who was an adopted kid, but he stood up to him, and my brother kept on belting him in the head, and he kept on swearing back at him and didn't give up. My brother ended up walking away after beating him for so long he couldn't do it anymore, So I'd gotten a bit sick of this. So one night he went to sleep, and the next morning he woke up with me on top of him beating the shit out of him. I know it was probably wrong, but my mother come in and said, "What's going on?" And he was crying and screaming because he was only a kid too. And I said to him, "Every time you fucking hurt me, I'm going to wait for you to go to sleep and I'm going to get you," So he never touched me again after that. So I suppose it helped. But, he was a really controlling, he still was in years to come, very controlling and very, "I'll put you into line" type of thing. He was one of them disciplinary wankers. Because my other two brothers, were like, "You be what you want to be," like we'd have family get-togethers and the whole family would be there and all their children and my brothers and all their kids. And they all got married at 18. That's what I hated about it. I thought they all couldn't wait to get out of the house because my father was very strict and hard-going and pretty angry. And they all got married at 18. And they all had children and they were all big families and that. So when they all come down, they'd be all in the yard and having barbecues and that. And I'd be waiting for me mates across the road lying in the grass because I didn't want to be a part of it. Just didn't want to be a part of it. I was always like that, so antisocial as far as families are concerned. Never been family orientated. I don't know why. But I just didn't like that. Grow up, get married, have children, and get a house. There was more to life to me than just that, I think everybody did it,
How are you bros now?
Well, one brother doesn't talk to me, and the other brother, he's seen what I've gone through and what I've done, and I explained to him what happened to me as a child between the ages of 6 and 12, which made him soften a little bit towards me. He didn't know that I went through all that. Not many people do. But he has let tomorrow go and looks at me as I am now, which is all I ask of anyone, and anyone should ask of anyone else. Do not look at a person what you remember about them, look at them now and treat them now without judgment, because that's how you want to be treated. It's me, Johnny. I'm home.